game number 1. I'm going to go ahead and update the stream title as it is. Going to be Team Nunu versus the Secret Service. And I kind of want to stick around with the teh, but you know what? I won't. It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna update it to the true the. It's all good. It's all good. All right. I'm Jake Kelton. Don't have me with Duocaster. That's totally okay. That's totally okay. In fact, we're gonna even just poof. It's gone. It's clean. It's done. It's fine. There we go. There we go. Someone mind unmuting me in Discord. Matitude, you're muted in Discord? I wasn't aware of this. Let me see where you're at. Server mute. There we go. I unmuted you. You're good. You're good. Not sure what that was for. Maybe you inted a little bit hard last time we were around or something. I don't remember. But either way, we're into game number 1. We got ourselves Yasuo and Anivia band away, logically speaking, versus Boxy, kill Yasuo, and Lord Reeves on the potential Anivia. Keep in mind he's also pretty good on the Viagar. Xeno, most likely for the AD carry role. Pretty good on a handful of champions. Loves his Vayne and his better Vayne of the Kai'Sa. We got ourselves, I believe, with the name changes, that is Cody for the side of the Secret Service. Going to be bottom lane supportive role, most likely supporting Xeno on the AD carry, as Experiment 626 should be cleaning it all out in the top lane. The question is, actually, things could get switched around. We don't have a jungler on this team, unless Kilyasu decides to jungle. Normally, he's a mid laner. Could be fighting Lord Reeves for that role. Could be doing something else. We'll find out here once we get into the picks, as it is the Kale ban. As that third ban from the side of Secret Service, getting her ready for those new changes, the new patch she's going to be pretty broken on, so you might as well get those band fingers ready for that one, as Malzahar banned away again. Another mid laner taken off the table from the side of Nunu, and Curry King gets his Kled. This will actually be the fight of the ages. Oh, Otter, you're on? Heck yeah, Otter. All right, this will be a battle of the ages. Experiment 626 taking Fiora into Curry King's Kled in the top lane. Both of these top laners are extremely good. Excited to see how they smash heads up in that top lane, as Cody is going to grab his Thresh for the supportive role. Smartest hovering a Morgana, one of his favorite picks for the supportive role, I believe. No, Smartest has plays jungle for the side of, I gotta check this now. Y'all are making me think, which is good. Let's check here really quick. For the side of Dumbledore's army, Smartest in the jungle. I was right! Feels good. Hashtag feels so good. Smartest normally in the jungle, still picks up Morgana. We'll see if he's trading away or going to go ahead and take that. It is a champion that's gotten some pretty good play recently. Very strong. Her Black Shield, super nice, especially if the enemy's bringing some heavy CC. Into a Thresh, Morgana, Premier champion to counter him, as Cassiopeia and Zed collectively picked up for the mid lanes. I still want to see how Heal It Up plays as Cassiopeia, if it is going to be the Conqueror. And if it is the Conqueror, what spell does she start? Will it go back to the Twin Fangs route, or still going to be a Q Max? We saw on Tuesday, Q Max was the route of that Cassiopeia. Didn't go over quite as well as they probably hoped. Still strong, as the jungler starting to get pinched up a little bit. Ivern, Amumu, Teemo. Ooh, Teemo, is he going to be a Premier Champion? We'll find out. You spelled a word. Akit. What did the side of the Secret Service spell? A-H-K-I-T. But it's probably backwards. Tika? That's not a word either way. Akit and Tika.
You need not follow.
I don't know.
But you must witness.
Cody, I did see earlier, but I didn't mention it. Thank you so much for your Tier 1 gifted sub to Curry King. Continuing to decimate on those Tier 1 subs as Lightninging. Thank you for the follow. Lightning. It's just lightning. That's really cool. Interesting spelling. You changed your I's to Y's. Thinking with those Y's. I like it. As Jin and Kane locked in for the side of Nunu. Looking for a little bit of roam action. Long range engage from that Jhin. No tank to speak of, but when you got a Kled rushing into the enemy's face, or you got a Morgana to set you up with some picks, maybe that's what they're looking for. Same sort of a thing with the Secret Service. No major tank on this team. They got the Kalista, they got the Xin Zhao. They got some champions that are ready to rock and roll, ready to go in. I'm really interested to see how this Kalista and Thresh pair in the bottom lane, especially when it comes to Kalista ulting to pull Thresh in, maybe toss him into the enemy, try to get a nice flay, as well as alternatively, it's a great way to get people out of trouble. Thresh can drop the Dark Passage, Kalista grabs it, joins the Thresh, then she ults the Thresh out of harm's way and pulls him in as well. There's lots of stuff they could do. We'll find out here. I like the Xin Zhao pick by Lord Reeves, going with something a little bit different for himself in his normal picks, but still, premier jungler, very strong, fantastic engages, Conqueror or the brain failure. I'm losing it. Anyway, the rune where you hit people 3 times and you deal an extra amount of damage. Electrocute's what I was going for. Electrocute also super strong on the Xin Zhao. We'll see how they line up. So, Akit is smartest. Okay. If you say so. I don't get it, but that's totally cool. Is that Smartest's real name? Who gave Curry King Kled? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the premier matchup. That's what we want to watch once we get into this game. It's going to be super good. Both of these players, premier top laners in their own right. But before we get too much further, Akit is a way to pronounce my first name. Oh, Akit. 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 Well, Akit, welcome. Glad to have you. And now I know your first name. I think you know my first name. Akit. That's cool. That's cool. All right, here we go. For the side of Team Nunu, we've got Curry King playing his Kled in the top lane. We got Smartest 2 on the Morgana in the bottom lane supportive role. Healing up with the Cassiopeia in the mid lane, /Fire 90 on the Kayn in the jungle, and Doc Shocker rounding the team out with that Jhin in the bottom lane, AD carry position. For the side of Secret Service, we got ourselves Experiment 626 on the top lane, Fiora. Chad with a Thresh in the bottom lane supportive role. Kill Yasuo taking the Zed in the mid lane. Xeno with the Kalista AD carry, and Lord Reeves playing something a little different with the Xin Zhao in the jungle. With no tanks, I'm expecting this game to be a very bloody game. There's going to be a lot of fighting, a lot of attempts at pick opportunities. Zed is going to really enjoy roaming. He can clear the way pretty decently well. I think Cassiopeia actually, if she chooses to, can clear the wave a little bit harder. But Zed still is going to be wanting to roam, most likely to the bottom lane, try to pick off a kill on Jhin, maybe join Fiora, try to shut down Kled before he gets too far up. That said, Morgana also a premier roaming champion. If the bottom lane's going slowly or they shove into the turret, might as well make a roam happen. When it comes to Drakes, Xin Zhao, I believe, is a little bit better than Kayn at stealing those away. However, that is Secret Service on the red side going to be going for this Drake, which means it should be a little bit harder to sneak out from under the noses of Team Nunu if they just drop a ward on that Dragon Pit, keep their eyes on it, keep their vision on it, know when it's going to be picked up. So, keep our eyes on those junglers, where they roam to. The other thing I want to keep our eyes on is, where are we going to see an invade from the side of Secret Service? Lord Reeves, big fan of his invades. Could see him try to join with that Thresh, make a roam into the enemy team jungle, shut that Kayn down a little bit early. Those things can also go terribly wrong. When you're trying to do an invade and you've got some squishy champions on your team, it can go pretty poorly. So find out whether or not the roam will be successful for them this time around as we get to jump in and check out the awesome skins that all these players have brought to the table this time around. I'm going to go ahead and grab a quick snip of the teams and their champions. Zoinks. There we go. Let's go ahead and do a quick save as Nunu versus Secret Service. That way I can put this up on Twitter, let everyone know what's going on, as we've got ourselves a game 1. Team Nunu versus the Secret service. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you got those hype emotes, feel free to drop them. If you got those Xeno, the new and fantastic Xeno emotes, feel free to drop those as well, as we are getting ourselves into game 1 of the night. Don't worry, if you didn't get into this game, we got plenty more games for you to get into, so don't feel too left out. And we will enjoy this one for sure. Lonely, what did you want me to invite you to? Chad is Cody. They are now the XLNC Bros.
30 seconds until minions.
All right, looks like the side of Team Nunu was prepared as we go into game. Check this out. They've all collected in this bottom tier brush, this tri-brush, making sure there's no possibility of an invade from the Secret Service. Let's go ahead and move our champions around. Wait, are they going to do an invade themselves? Ooh. Ooh. Feeling pretty ooh-woo. Looks like it as they're going to come up. They're going to be seen by the control ward, but is anyone paying attention? Morgana Dark Fighting lands onto the Xin Zhao. He's going to be rooted as well. They're ready and they are prepared. They got the right spells, and they're going to get first blood to the jungler. Slashfire's talking about him maybe getting shut down. Turn it around. It's going to be him getting first blood this time around. So, from the side of Team Nunu, fantastic early movements. Catinator joining up. Awesome. We'll get you into game number 2. Happy to have you. All right, red buff going to be the start, and blue, respectively, for both sides. Junglers not getting anything too crazy, too ridiculous going on. If you give me just a second. Wait, hold on. There is Nova on, right? Can't spectate, so I guess never mind. Otter, you could cast from the stream. Hey, returned! No way! Returned? Wanting to join? To play? Are you kidding me? I am super hyped for game number 2. We got game number 1 we got to talk about at the moment. Is Chad already knocked down to about half health. This Thresh is a premier player, though, so expect him to still make plays. Returned, you missed our little analysis earlier on into the game. These top laners, both excellent in their own right. 626 normally plays the Urgot, but since it's been nerfed on the current patch, he's switching it out with the Fiora taken up against this Kled. The Curry King is played on, dominated 1v3, and still one. Chad flashing forward, gets to the play, knocking Smartest backwards. However, he's taking too much damage. Doc Shocker with a 4-shot crit. It's going to be returned back as Xeno picks up his own in Trey, getting a nice Ren, that level 2 powerhouse for Kalista. Gank from Lord Reason to the top side. He's got red buff, knocks Curry King off his high horse. Can the Kled get back into the turret? Looks like he will successfully get back as Skarl sent to the brushes for the time being until he can regain his courage. Xin Zhao is still waiting in this brush, though. He sees an opportunity. He can maybe rejoin. Still got that double buff. Looking for the hop again. Dashes forward. No, doesn't even need to. He's just going to start, I think, with the Q. There it is, though. The Cowardly Lizard has returned. Kled going to be knocked off at one more time, but Experiment 626 is taking a lot of damage from these minions. And about half it has to back away. It's a Doran's Blade start for both those top laners. I'm practicing returned. I'm practicing the moments of silence you talked about. See, I put these things that I learned to test even in my own casting, even when I'm solo casting. In the mid lane, kill Yasuo down to 200 health. Poison ticking away, won't kill him. Cassiopeia just trying to harass him away. He's got a minion lead at the moment. Wants to shove this Kled out before those minions crash onto the turret so he can't pick them back up. He's sticking around, though. That could get dangerous. There's no ignite on Heal It Up, though, so maybe that's why he's feeling a little bit safe. Good parry from the Fiora for that bear trap on a rope from Kled. We'll go back in, but Kled's got plenty of health, plenty of damage. Flashes forward. He's got her underneath the turret. And Curry King shows the reason why he is the king of top lane. At least in this early game, at the 4-minute mark, securing kill for himself, making it 3-1. Dark Binding lands down onto the Kalista. Death sentence from the Thresh onto the Morgana. She's shielded by the Black Shield. However, she's got a lot of spears in her. The Flash Rend from Zeno. They're turning on the Doc Shocker. This Jhin is in trouble. He's Flash, he's healed, but he's still going to go down. Kalista with the double kill in the bottom lane. Beautiful stuff, beautiful movements. Cody is just doing fantastically on the Thresh despite the early death. He's still doing very, very well and constantly applying pressure, stepping forward, forcing with the Flay the Morgana to use that Black Shield on herself, which meant that he could use it on Jhin as well. And then once they got the Morgana flashing away, they say, hey, it's time for us to go in, get a kill. And they also picked up the Jhin on top of it as well. All right, 3 kills, 2-3. 200 gold lead for the side of Nunu. But it is a diversifying difference between the two when you look at the top lane and jungler. Both with the kill for the side of Nunu. But Secret Service bottom lane, the 3-0 Kalista. BF Sword start to the game. Coming back from the base, going to be pretty nice. Electrocute procced onto Cassiopeia in the mid, drops her to about half. That's that damage from Kled, especially, or sorry, Zed. Once he hits 6, Zed, Kled, the name's pretty similar. Riot, come on, you can be a little more creative than this. Zed with Electrocute and Ignite, something to keep your eyes on. Once he hits 6, he could be going in for a kill on Cassiopeia in the top lane. Curry King gonna be knocked off the skull for a moment as Spartus 2 puts the Black Shield on herself. May still get hooked by that Thresh. He's not in range for the Death Sentence anymore, but Xin Zhao doesn't care about a Black Shield. He's just gonna chase it in, and Zeno finds yet another Ren, make it a 4-0 in this bottom side. They want the Infernal Drake, which is the first Drake of the game. Curry King stepping past a lot of minions. He gets the courage, though. He's going back in for the kill on Experiment 626. He's just bouncing around the minions, gets the dash away, and will be allowed to live until the charge comes through from Kled. He's underneath the turret, taking a couple turret shots, but he knows he's got Skrull. The parry from the Fiora, no way! Turret shots over and over. Perfect parry from Experiment 626 as loaded ganks in the mid lane. Takes down the Cassiopeia as well. What a huge turnaround from 626 on this Fiora. Timed it perfectly, so patient, waited it out. Gets his own return kill. Good stuff there. No one's gotten the Infernal Drake despite a lot of positioning from Secret Service. So many 6s and 626 and Secret Service around the Infernal Drake. But they just warded up, get some vision, go back to their appropriate lanes. Kalista about 10 farm up over this Jhin. Curry King once again going on this top side. Let's check what they bought. Oh, look, it's a mirror matchup up there. You could even see that control ward that Fiora purchased, she placed in this tri-ward over here. So they are dead even, or very close to it, between those two up there. There's a control ward placed by Curry King as well, so very similar. Once again, they may have to rely on the junglers to break that stalemate. Both junglers positioned a little bit towards the top side, then went to the mid. Besides Kane's early kill, though, he hasn't done much more than that. And, yeah, that was a beautiful flash. Let's watch it again. We gotta check this out. We gotta check this out in slow motion, boys. All right, let's see. Let's get into the mind of this Thresh. He says, you know what? They're gonna be stepping forward. We gotta slow this down. He sees them. He sees Morgana, Dog Shocker heading towards the bottom side. He says, this is maybe my moment to get a hook. Flashes forward, and she just turns around. Morgana turns around and walks away behind the minions. Oh. Oh, that's just feels Xenoman. Feels Xenoman indeed. Experiment 626, trying to clear the wave. Nice parry on the bear trap on a rope. Still, generally speaking, even in farm. We got, though, the Xin Zhao coming in from behind once again, trying to make yet another play onto Curry King. There's that ult backwards to start things up. No courage for you. The ult used by Fiora as well secures another kill for her on that top side. See what pressure can be mounted as Fiora is alone up there. Play from the Thresh onto Smartest, throws out the hook. Oh, is trying to angle it right. Smartest drops the Black Shield on herself. No, oh, the red does come through. Zeno says, I don't need the lantern. Are you kidding me? I'm crushing this lane almost solo. 5 and 0. At the moment, sitting on 1,400 gold. Xin Zhao making a gank in the mid lane. There's the ultimate from Zed as well. He's been petrified under the turret. Takes a huge amount of damage, but gets out alive with a nice living shadow. Xin Zhao finishes off the kill, but it's the ignite from Kill Yasuo that takes away the credit. Good stuff, though, from Secret Service across the board. They're doing well, especially Xin Zhao constantly making pressure on this top and middle, as the bottom side basically already won by this Thresh and Kalista. So, in combination now, they are all winning their lanes, whether it be kills, whether it be straight up gold. Lord Reeves going aggressive, but he's going to find himself against 2 members pulled back from the bear trap on the rope. But he's allowed to walk away as there is no vision on this Fiora, and Zed was hanging around the mid just a little bit too close for comfort. Decided not to worry about trying to kill Xin Zhao. I'm a little bit surprised by that. They're going to go back in, though. There's the charge called by Colette. Flashes forward. What? Misses the bear trap as Lord Reeves got the movement speed boost from the Scuttle Crab. He's going to engage onto Slashfire, knock away the Colette. Cassiopeia coming up from mid lane, though. That's going to be a 3v2 as she's going to start throwing out those Twin Fangs, forced to get the flash from 626. Lord Reeves also backing away. He's looking to re-engage. Dashes forward onto Curry King. Gets the slow as well. But he's remounted. He's going to still go down despite the remounting. And will be finished off. Lord Reeves getting kill credit once again. Because he slowed down, everyone got moved around. So I got to shift everyone once more. There we go. That shows you that Xin Zhao's 2, 1, and 3. Doing so well. And the aggression to go right back in despite Scarl coming back in a moment. Definitely feeling confident. Dark Finding going to be dodged by Chad. He steps forward, waiting for the Black Shield to drop before he can play. Spread us back, and the flash! The hook still lands onto the Jhin. I don't know that they're going to have enough. Woo! That Q damage hurts! That Q damage hurts from the Kalista. She's just so far ahead at this point. 30 farm up as well. Curry King getting a little bit of dancing damage, but taking a lot as well. It's that Vampiric Scepter that Fiora finished off. Going to keep her health topped off. Curry King dismounted once more. Zed engaging on the bottom side. Going to straight up ult the Jhin. He uses the heal. Gets the snare down onto Kill Yasuo. Morgana's already been finished off. Darkstalker gets the 4th shot, though. Takes out the Zed. And now Cassiopeia is here. Xeno trying to finish off Darkstalker before he goes down, but he can't do it. The shots are true from the Jhin. Now they can turn down to Chad. The curtain call going to be interrupted visually as Curry King in this top side trying to fight for his life against Spearman 626. Cassiopeia does a nice petrify onto Chad, who gets shield from the Dark Passage, but I think he's still going to go down. There it is. Finally, the poison should tick away. He's got another hook. I don't think it's going to be anything great, though. Ignite, no way. When Cassiopeia's got that much health. Kled did survive. Just a touch of health on this top side. Zin's out here as well, though, so they could try to dive this Kayn underneath the turret. Slashfire struggling this whole game. Is down in CS and hasn't been prevalent when it comes to these lanes. But once he hits level 6, which he's got right now, he might be able to do a little bit more. 6 kills to 11, 2,000 gold lead for the side of Secret Service, but by no means does that mean game is over. Curry King collecting his farm on the top side. Could try to 2v2 against those top laners. It'll be risky, though, as Xin Zhao is so far ahead and doing extremely well for himself. However, thing to note, in that bottom side, that shutdown gold was taken away from Kalista. I believe it was the Jhin that got that shutdown gold, so he's got himself an Infinity Edge start to the game, despite being down 20 CS. Pretty happy with that. Only tier 1 boost, though. He's a slow-moving shooty boy, but you know what? That's all right. Hook comes through. Death Sentence onto the Morgana. She's going to start her own ultimate throw. The Dark Binding's going to miss, and she's gone before that ultimate can completed. Soul Shackles is a long, long ultimate to try to run through. And when your enemy team Kalista is dealing as much damage as Xeno's doing, you're just going to get blown up. Still no one running for the Infernal Drake. Once again, Secret Service, they're actually okay with where things are at the moment. They've got lane pressure in all 3 lanes. Their jungler is doing fantastically. They could just keep going with this until Baron comes up, because they are just going to keep getting more kills. The flash, the flay, the hook. It's surgical. It's been seen 1,000 times before. Chad makes it look easy in the bottom lane. 626 does it? Actually breaks the bear trap on the rope. Nice out of range step for her. Thought she might get pulled back a little bit. Xeno gonna try to get one more plate on the bottom side before we hit that 14-minute mark. 30 seconds away. Morgana and Kane both down there to try to defend. Still getting some nice fighting from these two up here in the top lane, both down to about half health. Intra, the damage is insane as she has currently 8 and a 1. Level 9 against a level 7 Slashfire. We'll see if they can deal with the 2v1 though as Cassiopeia gets the Petrify onto Callista. Jad is already going to be dropped out by Slashfire. Gets the help of the minions to finish him off, and Xeno goes down to the Cassiopeia. That is beautiful stuff for the side of Nunu. Jin wasn't there to get any assists, just a little bit of a fuels Xeno, but at the same time, they give themselves a nice number of kills. They get some shutdown gold. And now they can back Andri join in the mid lane to kill Yasuo on this Zed. Can't finish off the turret. The minion is gone before that turret goes down. Onto the Infernal, the side of Nunu goes. They say this is our desperation play to get back into the game. We're down 3,000 gold. We're down 5 kills. Xin Zhao around the corner, but he can't get in time. Didn't really have vision as well. And now Kled can catch him out with a nice charge. There it is. Lord Reese snared up. Dodges out on the black.
Shut down.
Dark Binding from Morgana. Not going to be enough. Still gets shut down. Still another kill over to the side of Nunu. And they pick up the Infernal Drake. Is this the comeback? Is this the comeback? They could rotate this to the Rift Herald. They lost mid lane turret first turret of the game for Secret Service. Gilyasso is patiently waiting for Curry Kane to come on, walking through. Bear Trap on the rope misses. He's still happy to go in. They'll get a little bit of damage down. Knock the Zed down to half. Whew, that damage is just crazy. However, you can start to see, though, how that Fiora, being 10 farm up and a kill up, has already finished her Ravenous Hydra. We're still waiting on that from this Kled. He's got the items. Yeah, he finished off his Ninja Tabi first. Interesting choice. All right, all 3 exterior turrets finished up by Secret Service. That's that pressure. And shows you the overall lane dominance that they have had so far this game. Set those turrets up to fall in each individual lane. Now that they picked that up, they're going to grow their gold lead to about 4,000 gold. And man, look at all the wards they're picking up. Wait, Fiora stole away the blue buff. 626, stealing it out from underneath Slashfire's nose. I think she even flashed for that. Yeah, Fiora flashed in, picks up the blue, steals it away from Slashfire. 3 members of Secret Service chasing in. The Callista gonna flash forward. Toss the... Whoa, wait, hold on. Slashfire just flashes away. That is a flash and an ultimate used for a flash as they wait the turnaround potentially from Nunu. The Cody is gone. They're going to try to catch out, kill Yasuo or the Callista as they're going to keep moving forward, get a little more damage. Zed decides to ult in onto the Cassiopeia, dropping her extremely low, but won't kill her. Wait, it was on Morgana instead. I was missing my visual there, so it looked like it was on Slashfire. The curtain's called onto Experiment 626 and Xeno. It tags Xeno on the way out. 2 shots. He's going to be allowed to walk away under 200 health for the moment. Smartest lands the Dark Binding, and that's the last bit of damage needed to take down Experiment 626. And Nunu collapse better. Get themselves some kills, and now with this Cassiopeia that will tear through the Rift Herald, they're able to start it up. Keep in mind, this is mid lane being pushed by Secret Service. They got 2 members shoving that minion wave in. But Rift Herald secured by Nunu could secure all major neutral buffs so far this game, and they're closing that gold gap. They still have 3 turrets to use it on. That is standing gold, ready and waiting to go into their pockets. Oh, I'm just gonna cast from chat. I like it. I like it. Salak Eldoran! How are you doing, my friend? This is an excellent game here. We're getting into it as 11 kills to 13. Secret Service have been winning so far, but it's been turned around bit by bit for the side of Nunu with the Rift Herald charge. Shelly takes down the mid lane turret. Hits the charge from the Kled as well. Lord reaches the back line, trying to cause chaos with his ultimate, but Morgana goes golden, and that's going to reset the entire fight, setting up for 3 quick kills from Nunu. Shelly charge onto the second tier turret as well. Experiment 626 sees so many people, so low health, dashes forward, finishes off Shelly. Going to turn onto Curry King, but snared up, rooted up, trying to take down minions, but she can't get out. The Maestro holds her in place. She's gone. Cassiopeia goes unstoppable after a fairly rough early game into this Zed. They pick up 2 quick turrets in the mid lane, even up the gold. and are doing fantastically.
Thank you so much.
Everyone give some shout out or applause or somehow celebrate the fact that XLNC Wifey is fantastic and awesome, and everyone really wants you to cast a game just for the lulz. Just letting you know once again. Will you cast if I get to 100 subs? Guys, she said we'll see. She said we'll see. It's a consideration. If we reach 100 subs, XLNC Wifey will consider casting. Oh, she just says to drink my coffee. All right. Enjoy the coffee ASMR. That's a little warm. Oh, goodness, I'm ridiculous. Kill Yasuo says the game is too intense. I gotta leave. Take a little bit of a cooldown, then immediately rejoins. That was a 1 second cooldown. That's a little bit OP. I think Riot needs to nerf that and set that at least a 5 second cooldown. Jana, welcome back to the stream. How are you doing? Oh, Salix says, my sister and I have an awful idea that we want to try. Do you get to tell us, or what? Do we get to know what the idea is, or are you going to bring it in game number 2? Because if it's coming out in game number 2, I'm hyped. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I wanna see it in game number 2. I submit the belief that Xeno and I bot lane is greater than Xeno and Cody. Oh man, Xeno's getting fought over here. Xeno's getting fought over here. Oh, hold on. We got some lag, boys. And Jana. What's going on? Did someone hit pause? Who hit pause? Rito? Small indie company. Small indie company. Oh, there. All right. I don't know what happened there. Apparently, the excitement is getting to us as well. The whole like, this is not the stream. That's actually literally the game itself is pausing. As smart as 2 goes golden once again, trying to set up or keep alive. Ooh, gets away under 100 health. Walking out, Secret Service. Lose their engage opportunity, and now Jin Curtin Call gonna be knocking down some health off of Chad. Everyone's lined up behind him. It's like dominoes. No one around to set that one up. To start knocking them down. Mountain Drake is the target from both members. I'm doing fantastically, Jen. Thank you for asking. Couldn't be more hype for a night like tonight. Intra, you have to test tomorrow. What's your test on? Fox Nova says he's got the best idea, better than Salek. Man, all of these most amazingest, straightest ideas ever, and I don't even get to find out. Glad that I'm doing great, thank you. Oh, Caps, I'm so glad you're doing great. How are you doing, Jana? How are you doing? Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh! Thresh steals away the Mountain Drake. That is the best thing that's happened all night long. All right, we're gonna watch that again. We're gonna watch that again. All right, this is to make up from earlier. This is to make up for earlier. The flash failed. Chad knew this was coming. Knew this was coming. Check this out. He just timed it perfectly. Does he even have a ward on this thing? He does. There's a new ward right there. Oh, that is just glorious. Glorious! Ah, all of Shurima rejoice at a play like that. But with the Mountain Drake going down, the call is to turn and head towards Baron for the side of Nunu. Let's see what they can manage to make happen. Returned, what was lame? Tell me, Returned. Was it the Thresh steal? Was that what was lame? 15 kills to 13 gold, basically even between the two teams. Nunu doing a fantastic job. Curry King taking a bit of a beating from 626's Fiora. And this top side is Chad clearing out the vision. Finds one, finds two, triple wards, knock him down, heal it up. Not even noticing there's a control ward in the pixel bush. So finally it gets noted. There it is, hook for hook. But the Dark Binding gonna set up Thresh being dropped. Kalista saves him with a nice ultimate, pulling him out. And Secret Service immediately disengaged the fight till Thresh lands another hook onto Curry King, but he's been shielded by the Black Shield from Morgana. So not going to be worried with that death sentence coming through. The wave cleared in the mid lane, and Team Nunu says, all right, let's reset. Let's head back to the Baron. There is sights on this top side Fiora. The macro from 626 coming out nicely, as she's been pushing on this top side. Also, bottom side pushing down as well. So it's all about this Baron and mid lane. What is Nunu gonna do? We're gonna have to back away. They say we can't fight for Baron just yet. We're gonna have to clear our waves. We're gonna have to get them pushing before we go for it again. As Lord Reeves is the enemy side jungle. I think he gets hit by the... No, we actually dodged out in the Dark Binding. Flashes the wall as well. Kled setting up for an engage. Finds two members, immediately knocked back from the Yasuo. Curtain call, gonna slow down the Kled. Knock him down. Sorry about Kled. What am I talking about? They knocked down the Xin Zhao. Yasuo also going to fall. Yes, I know that's not the champion. That's the player name, Kill Yasuo. But with two members down, Secret Service finding themselves even more in a pickle. They were trying to get those sideways pushed out to avoid the pressure on Baron, but instead, they dropped two members. And now, once again, Nunu have that top side pushing in their favor. They can turn onto the Baron. Fiora's on the bottom side, but they've got a long wave to walk down before that Fiora can start onto that second turret in the bottom side. So, Baron is the call. 626 split pushing. Two members from Secret Service up here. Can Chad steal away the Baron? We saw him steal away the Mountain Drake. He's got no vision beside his dark passes. That's the only way he knows that this Baron is being done. Callisto over the wall as well. They could try to two-man. It's in Zhao. He can do the blast cone. He can go in and steal it. Oh no, Kane secures it, and Lord Reeves hits the blast cone. Now he's stuck inside the Baron pit. Gonna dash in onto Morgana. Kledo finds the bear trap on the rope. They get themselves another kill. Jin going 3-0-5. Zed has to just jump right out. Fiora got the bottom lane tier 2, but Baron secured by the side of Team Nunu. Willow Foxy coming in with the 151 bits and drunken on the first place. How are you doing, ma'am? Oh, tests are lame. Returned. I agree. Tests are lame. Quit school. JK, don't quit school. Complete school. And then play League of Legends like a pro after you graduate. So then you can two-time double jobs and become absolutely OP, top-tier player, analyst, and coach all at the same time. That's how you do it. 2,000 gold lead for the side of Nunu. They have come back from a long, early game that they were struggling in every single lane. But once they started powerhousing as 5, they turned a lot of these fights towards them. And the side of Secret Service kept getting caught out. They had decent vision for most of the game, but they were not respecting the Kled's engage and Morgana Dark Bindings to set things up for the side of Nunu. And now they're going to be pushing into the second tier turret on the top side. Dropping it low. They got the Baron and Powered Cannon minion just to help take it down, secure it, and head in towards the first inhibitor turret. They're going to really pressure so far this game. The engage from Fiora on the side starts the ultimate onto Curry King. He immediately hops out. Is that the full disengage or just the reset until that Fiora ultimate fades away? It's gone now. Looks like the side of Nunu is just going to be backing away completely for now. I think it's the blue buff too. It's Cassiopeia. The logical choice. It's always fun when your, AD steals away blue buff or something crazy like that. I'm not sure if I agree with the choice to completely back away. Side of Secret Service is getting to push out their side lanes. Top lane should be pushing slowly for Secret Service, but that is a very, very slow lane. Mid lane's got the Zed and the Xin Zhao that are collapsing once again onto this bottom, but the pressure from Nunu, they've already jumped onto the turret. They've got a full Baron up wave here as well. Canyon Minion takes down the inhibitor turret. Secret Service were caught outside of the base. Inhibitor dropping low under half. The play pulls two members back. Xin Zhao's in the middle of the fight, knocking Morgana back into the rest of the team. Curry King says, no, you're going to go down. The Xin Zhao finished off by Kled. Cassiopeia takes out Zed as the last shot finishes off Fiora as well. It's still 3 for 2. Make that 4 to 2 at this point. Triple kill to the Cassiopeia, who's destroying everything. Morgana secures the ace. And Team Nunu bait out that entire fight. They might finish off the game, so we're going to back this up and watch this again a little bit slower to break it down just a touch more, as they had the pressure. This is what I wanted to watch here. All right, let's switch over to our team fight scene and check this out a little bit slower. All right, so they've got all 5 members as well as a cannon taking it down. Thresh misses, death sentence, so once again, Secret Service are having to back away. They say we can't make this call just yet. We're going to wait on Lord Reeves to go in. Fiora starts things off, jumping onto Curry King. But really, it's going to be the play from the Thresh and Lord Reeves jumping onto Cassiopeia, knocking everyone but the Cassiopeia away. He's exhausted, so he's got no damage, can't get out. Zed jumps onto Doc Shocker on the backside of the fight, but he's hit by the miasma from Cassiopeia, so he has to Shadow Dash out, goes down. And now, in the meantime, Experiment 626 doing what he can, finishes off the Kled, but can't chase down Smartest. And Cassiopeia is left literally untouched, played backwards, but still hardly any damage done. Death Sentence lands. That's a nice shot from the ultimate. That's a second shot from Doc Shocker, dropping Kalista low. She has to run away. She can't go in. Kalista is able to save the Thresh for a moment, but he decides to re-engage, trying to save Kalista's life, and he still gets dropped because she's already gone by the time the whole fight is over. Rough stuff, but in the end, Nunu secure themselves an inhibitor, secure themselves the Nexus turret. That should be game number 1 after losing their lanes in the early game. This is why you don't surrender. This is why you play to the max every single game. You put your game face on. You say, I've gone 0-2 in a lane. I have gone down again and again, but the game is not over. We're going to continue to fight. And in the end, they were successful through a number of good roams and rotations to neutral objectives, secure themselves game number 1. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and roll through our MVPs and honorable mentions. For those of you that aren't aware, on XLNC Shoutcasting, we give honorable mentions and MVPs every single game. That way, we give a little bit back to you guys, let you know what we personally, though we're not always right, what we personally believe are the best 2 players of the game, as well as these do stack up, and at the end of a set period of time, we do give out $10 RP cards as gifts to people that showed up extremely well. So not only a reason to play, reason to try your best, get those MVPs, get yourselves $10 of RP. Here we go. For this side of Secret Service that lost that game, rough stuff, but gonna give honorable mention over to Experiment 626 for doing some death-defying plays in the top side. That beautiful parry underneath the turret to really turn things around with some great help from Lord Reese on some fantastic roams to that top side. He also helped a little bit in the mid lane with Kill Yasuo. MVP going over, though. It's really hard to give it to both of them. In the end, I'm going to give it to Xeno. The reason why I'm not giving it to Cody, despite playing a fantastic Thresh, is a little high on the deaths, and there were some opportunities that were missed to really set up more defensively, and especially kind of in that bottom side, getting caught out a time or two. Did his best. I mean, absolutely way better Thresh than I am. To keep Xeno alive and keep his team up in some of those fights. But in the end, it really was Xeno's unbridled aggression and just happy to go in, blast away, do excellent amounts of damage, take down as many people as he could, even towards the very end, that I'm going to give him my MVP for the side of Team Nunu, who did fantastically after the mid-game. I don't want to give an MVP or honorable mention, but I'm going to give a shout-out to Slashfire, who had overall a rough game. Didn't really do much in the early game, and then on the later side was a bit on the squishier side, so couldn't really get much of anything done, but never died. Honestly, sometimes, even if you don't feel like you're doing that much, you look at the gold, you look at the minions, you look at overall pressure, he didn't do that much, but he didn't die. If you're not giving kills over the enemy team, that is something. I'm going to give the honorable mention to... I'm going to give the honorable mention to Doc Shocker for some really nice curtain calls. I've seen a lot of curtain calls in my time that are pretty easy to dodge out, but when you use it and are pinching people inside some narrow passageways, making it difficult for them to run away, difficult to get out, as well as still hitting shot after shot. I think at the very end, that last fight, he hit all 4 shots. I don't think he missed a single one. So some really good play with those curtain calls. And then MVP, I'm giving over to heal it up for some fantastic roams to the bottom side after their bottom lane was struggling so hard, as well as some really good petrifies, and at the very end, in the last fight, just straight up carrying. Said, you know what, I'm getting engaged upon by the Xin Zhao, I'm not going to flash. I'm getting engaged upon by everyone else, by the Thresh, by the Kalista, I'm not going to flash. I'm going to stay in. I've got myself a Rod of Ages and a Seraph's Embrace. I'm tanky enough to take this. I can fight it. And just laying out the damage, burn, 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 able to pick up not only good kills, but also secure the victory for the game. So congratulations to them. I'm excited because there's a lot of people coming in for game number 2. Really, really want to see a lot of these players play. Happy to have you. Zeno, did you ever join the queue? I don't think you ever did join the queue. Zeno, if you do me a favor and hit that exclamation point join just for my brain, make life easier for me. That would be awesome. Guys, we're going to play a marbles game. Be right back for game number 2 as I start to send out those invites. Don't go anywhere. And if you're interested in playing, make sure you hit that exclamation point join with your in-game name afterwards. We'll be right back.